Welcome to Applied 01 English for Academic and Professional Purposes class. In this lesson, you will be guided on how to craft academic text. Features of academic writing will be highlighted. When you say academic writing, it is a process that starts with posing a question, problematizing a concept, evaluating an opinion, and ends in answering the question or questions posed, clarifying the problem, and or arguing for a stand. Just like other kinds of writing, academic writing has purposes. These are to inform, to argue a specific point, and to persuade. It also addresses a specific audience. The audience is your teacher, your peers who will read and evaluate your work, and the academic community that may also read your work. The assumption is that your audience is composed of people who are knowledgeable on the subject that you are writing about. Thus, you have to demonstrate a thorough understanding of your subject at hand. This makes academic writing different from a personal narrative or a creative essay or legal document in which the knowledge of the writer is assumed to be greater than that of the readers. Here we have the features of academic writing: complexity, formality, precision, objectivity, accuracy, explicitness, responsibility, and hedging. First one, complexity. Academic writing follows this feature. Written language is relatively more complex than spoken language. Written language has longer words. It is lexically denser and it has more varied vocabulary. It uses more noun-based phrases than verb-based phrases. Written texts are shorter and the language has more grammatical complexity, including more subordinate clauses and more passives. Academic writing, when you write, you have to follow grammar rules. The second one, formality. Academic writing is relatively formal. In general, this means that in an essay you should avoid colloquial words and expressions, contractions, phrasal verbs. Instead of saying couldn't, you have to say could not. You have to write could not. We also have here informal words. You select the formal words and you can only use formal words in writing your academic text. We have here word, informal, expect, the formal is anticipate. We have climb, formal, ascent, and so on. The next one, precision. In academic writing, facts and figures are given precisely. You include, to support your claim, exact amount, exact figures, exact data. The next one, objectivity. Written language is in general objective rather than personal, rather than subjective. It therefore has fewer words that refer to the writer or the reader. This means that the main emphasis should be on the information that you want to give and the arguments you want to make rather than you. For that reason, academic writing tends to use nouns and adjectives rather than verbs and adverbs. Accuracy. Academic writing uses vocabulary accurately. Most subjects have words with narrow specific meanings. Linguistics distinguishes clearly between phonetics and phonemics. Just like, for example, astonished and shocked. We also have positive word and negative word. We thought of the same meaning, but they are being used differently depending on the context. The next one, explicitness. Academic writing is explicit about the relationships in the text. Furthermore, it is the responsibility of the writer in English to make it clear to the reader how the various parts of the text are related. These connections can be made explicit by the use of different signaling words. Okay. Academic writing follows um, short yet clear. Make sure you're not beating around the bush. Next one, responsibility. In academic writing, you must be responsible for and must be able to provide evidence and justification for any claims you make. You are also responsible for demonstrating and understanding of any source text you use. Do not forget to give credits. Do not forget to cite your sources according to, as mentioned by, and so on. The last one, hedging. In any kind of academic writing you do, it is necessary to make decisions about your stance on a particular subject or the strength of the claims you are making. Different subjects prefer to do this in different ways. A technique common in certain kinds of academic writing is known by linguists as hedge. You support your claim. Make sure you are not giving the counter of your claim. We also have here hedging language. That would be all for this lesson, Features of Academic Writing. I hope you learned something today. Thank you.
Thank you for watching Asian Steps. For more exclusive videos, don't forget